There is a rumor that has haunted Lil Durk for 13 years. It started in a club on the south side of Chicago, sometime around 2012 or 2013. It traveled through barbershops and comment sections and DJ sets and podcast studios. It was whispered by people who were there and repeated by people who were not. It followed Durk from the trenches of Inglewood to the top of the Billboard charts. It followed him into boardrooms and onto red carpets. It followed him into federal custody, where he sits right now, awaiting a murder-for-hire trial in August 2026. The rumor is this: Lil Reese choked Lil Durk out in a club in front of people, put his hands around the throat of the man who would become the biggest drill rapper in history, and squeezed until Durk went limp. For over a decade, Durk has denied it. Reese has denied it. Their mutual associates have denied it. The official narrative is, it never happened. They are brothers. They are from the same block. They are Lamron. They are 300. They are OTF, the Voice and the Reaper. But the denial is the story, because when you have to deny something for 13 years, the denial becomes evidence of its own kind. And when you pull on that thread, what unravels is not just a fight between two rappers. What unravels is the entire mythology of OTF. Lil Reese choked his ass up in the club. This is the file on Lil Reese and Lil Durk. Not the Instagram version, not the Cam Capone interview version, the forensic version, where two men from the same block ended up in two different prisons, on two different sides of the country, both paying the price for a loyalty that was never as solid as the music made it sound. The streets are talking, and what they are saying about Reese and Durk is darker than any diss track. Before there was Lil Durk the superstar, before there was Lil Reese the Reaper, there was Lamron, Normal Boulevard running through Englewood on the south side of Chicago. Lamron is not just a location. In the language of Chicago, Lamron is normal spelled backward. The inversion is deliberate. This world operates in reverse. The rules that govern the rest of society do not apply here. Loyalty is currency. Violence is language. Survival is the only metric of success.
Lil Reese put Lamron on the map before Lil Durk.
In an interview with the Chicago Wave, Puda said that Durk used to beg Reese for features in the early days. But in the beginning, Reese was the star. Reese was the one who appeared on Chief Keef's I Don't Like, the song that launched drill music into the national consciousness. Audio, Lil Reese verse plays. Durk was there too, but in the early days, Durk was in Reese's shadow, building buzz but had not yet reached the national level. Both Durk and Reese were part of the GBE, Glory Boys entertainment orbit around Chief Keef. The world was introduced to them as a movement. The movement was real. The brotherhood was real, but the hierarchy was also real. And at the top of the Lamron hierarchy, and in the beginning, Satsin was Reese, not Durk. Before the chokeout, there was the robbery, and the robbery reveals everything about the power dynamic between these two men. Confirmed fact. In a podcast interview, Lil Reese told a story about tricking Lil Durk into participating in a robbery after a dice game. Reese stated, "I was just shooting dice and lost all my money. So I essentially tricked Durk into participating in a robbery with me." Read this story carefully, because it contains the entire psychology of the Reese-Durk relationship. The word tricked is Reese's own word. He did not ask Durk to help. He manipulated Durk into helping. He used Durk. He treated Durk as a tool. After the robbery, their OGs found out and tried to violate them, meaning punish them, for the unauthorized robbery. Reese said, "We had to give his money back, and they was trying to violate us, but we weren't going for that. This is not brotherhood. This is exploitation." Reese used Durk's loyalty as a weapon. He weaponized Durk's trust. The forensic record asks, if Reese was willing to trick Durk into a robbery before they had money and fame, what was he willing to do after? The most detailed account of the Chokeout Incident comes from High Def, Chief Keef's former cameraman, who stated in an interview that Chief Keef Lil Durk and King Louie all fell out during a Stop the Violence show. A YouTube video indicates that Capo and Ball Out, both members of Chief Keef's GBE circle, confirmed the choking incident. The incident involved physical contact between Reese and Durk that witnesses described as Reese choking or choking out Durk.
Choking who? I heard them rumors. Niggas better play slow.
We never fought. I never choked Lil Durk.
Lil Reese choked his ass up in the club.
Reese responded to Sheena's statement by telling her, directly or indirectly, to keep his name out of her mouth. He did not sue for defamation. He snapped back on social media and left it at that. In the court of public opinion, the lack of an aggressive, formal denial is itself evidence. The persistence of the allegation suggests that the denials have not been convincing. In late 2024, King Yella made an allegation that reframed the entire Reese-Durk relationship. King Yella claimed that Lil Durk and Lil Reese fell out because Durk slept with Reese's mother and Reese's auntie. A Reddit thread on Chiraqology received comments including, "If Durk actually fucked Reese's mom and auntie, it would probably be the most fake shit I would ever heard." Confirmed fact. In 2025, a leaked jail phone call from 2022 between Lil Durk and OTF Boonie surfaced online. In the call, Durk and Boonie discuss Lamron members and, critically, mention Lil Reese's mother. The jail call does not confirm King Yella's allegation, but it confirms that Durk was talking about Reese's mother in a context that was significant. If King Yella's allegation is true, then the chokeout is not just a fight. It is a response to the deepest possible violation. In the moral architecture of the streets, sleeping with your friend's mother is a betrayal that transcends money, territory, and even violence. It is the desecration of the mother. If Durk had some kind of personal involvement, it would explain why the relationship deteriorated, why the chokeout may have occurred, why Durk was discussing Reese's mother in a private jail call. The chokeout was the pivot point. After that incident, the trajectories of Lil Reese and Lil Durk diverged. Durk's path was upward. Reese's path was lateral. In July 2017, Lil Durk and Lil Reese released Distance. The song is, on its surface, a celebration of loyalty. But the title is the thesis. Keeping our distance from fakes and snakes. You keep your distance from people who were in your circle and then betrayed you. The Reese-Durk beef did not happen in isolation. It was part of a broader pattern. Durk's systematic distancing from the people and places that made him. The family was no longer the people on Normal Boulevard. The family was whoever Durk said it was. Reese watched this happen. Watched the person he helped build redefine family in a way that excluded him. The silence was the statement. Confirmed fact. As of today, both men are incarcerated. The brotherhood that began on the block has ended in the cage. This file does not prove that Reese choked out Durk. It proves that the story matters. It has shaped their careers. It has shaped their legacies. The hands that built the voice and the hands that allegedly tried to choke it. A testament to a loyalty that was real and a betrayal that was, by all accounts, realer. IENT Studio, Night 2021. Lil Reese sits with Cam Capone. The chokeout surfaces. Confirmed fact. Asked directly if he choked Lil Durk. Reese says, "We never fought. Never choked Lil Durk." The YouTube upload sits around 505,000 views. View counter ticking. The comments divide. Belief, disbelief. This is Reese's most detailed public denial. It warrants full examination. Never choked Lil Durk. Absolute claim. If hands were on Durk's neck, briefly, non-chokeout, it would be false. But we never fought is different. A chokeout is not a fight. One aggressor, one recipient. If Reese grabbed Durk and Durk did not engage, we never fought can be technically accurate. The forensic record does not conclude Reese is lying. It concludes the denial is constructed to remain consistent with a chokeout or contact having occurred. An innocent man often says, "That never happened. I was not there," then offers alibis, then offers witnesses, then offers timestamps. Reese said, "We never fought." He left the door ajar, and that door has stayed open for 13 years. From 2013 to 2021, the denial lingered. Quoted sources repeat, "Never choked Lil Durk." The view counter climbs, comments sort by top. Let's analyze the language used. Think simply of hands near a throat without identities. A fight is not the same as a chokeout. At best, the wording is technically accurate. The truth lands in the inconclusive middle. No alibis or witnesses were provided. The door remains slightly open. From 2013 to 2026, that open question stretches on. Chiraqology's thread, "You think Lil Reese really choked out Durk?" circa 2022 becomes the densest archive of street opinion. Confirmed fact, heavy engagement. Many top comments question the denial. Confirmed fact, the top comment reads, "Let's be real, he probably had him in a headlock for a few seconds." People exaggerated it by saying he choked him out. Forensically, that's the most reasonable read. It keeps the rumor alive. Something physical likely happened. It sustains the denials. A headlock is not a cinematic chokeout. It accounts for exaggeration. Witness memory inflates severity. It accounts for ego. Neither man can publicly concede a headlock. Occam's razor. A brief dominance check. Hands near neck. Hands near head. Witnessed. Retold as chokeout. Both can deny the exaggerated term while not squarely denying the moment. Chokeout, headlock, grab, shove. The implication stays. Reese put hands on Durk in public. Durk did not or could not counter. In the street's moral math, entitlement is the offense. Contact is the receipt. Reese's entitlement traces to the early hierarchy. Reese first. Durk followed. The hands read as rank enforcement, not lethal intent. Hierarchy reasserted. As of May 2026, both Lil Reese and Lil Durk are incarcerated, both named two brothers. 2 cells confirmed fact. Lil Reese is at Garza West Unit, Texas. 5-year sentence for aggravated assault of a family member. Projected release February 2029. Parole eligibility August 2026. Confirmed fact. Lil Durk has been in federal custody since October 2024. Conspiracy to commit murder for hire. Tied to Lil Pab's killing. Trial set August 25, 2026. Central District of California. Bond denied 3 times. Confirmed fact. Additional federal charges planned for June 3, 2026. Confirmed fact. 3 OTF co-defendants sought to sever. Motion denied. Joint trial proceeds. Confirmed fact. Reports state OTF Jam has testified for the government against Durk. Social media references MTV coverage. 2 paths, same destination, cages. Reese in Texas for violence at home. Durk in California for an alleged order across state lines. The streets taught solutions, violence and retaliation. The system answers with prosecution. They made choices, inside a machine that offered few alternatives. The forensic record explains, not excuses. The streets take in children and spit out prisoners. A Chiraqology thread on Boonie Mo's sentencing distills Lamron in one line. Damn man, the whole Lamron booked or some. Free Smirk Reese Boonie confirmed fact. Boonie Mo arrested in Nebraska for possession with intent to distribute. Reportedly sentenced to 7 to 15 years. The comment earned 55 upvotes resonance with a beheaded block. Reese, locked up. Durk, locked up. Boona, locked up. Boonie Mo, locked up. Not coincidence. Endpoint of the street economy. The streets promote violence, drug trade as status and income. The justice system criminalizes those acts. A conveyor belt. Streets produce, system processes. Even Durk, The one with means to leave still faces the heaviest charges. The code followed him into studios, boardrooms, jets, and back into court. He did not escape, only took the longer route. A clock starts. August 2026 glows on screen, each second louder than the last. Confirmed fact, an Instagram reel dated April 27, 2026. It reads, Lil Reese hints that he's going to be released from prison very soon, as he's eligible for parole in 3 months on AUG. If the board says yes, Reese steps into a different city. Courtrooms have replaced tour buses. Old corners are quiet. Names once side by side are now on separate dockets. Drill moved on without him. New faces, new platforms. Decision tree, block, booth, silence, statement, lay low, rebuild, record, press live, address the rumors that never died. Some online claim cooperation, others swear loyalty never cracked, none of it official, all of it loud. When the family fractures, the hush does too. Files once closed start to creak open. Every move has a ripple. A verse can shift narratives. A visit can spark headlines. A post can light the fuse. Parole isn't freedom. It's conditions, curfews, tests, eyes on every step. One violation, and the clock rewinds. Reese's safest path is the quiet grind, studio nights, legal guidance, distance from heat. But safety rarely trends. As August nears, the countdown isn't just to a gate opening, it's to a choice. And a choice here is a story. One the streets will try to finish for him if he doesn't tell it first. We step back to examine the system. This story is not primarily about a chokeout, it is about structures that make brotherhood unsustainable. Force 1. The hierarchy of the block. There is always a first. More work, more respect, more credibility. Early on, that was Reese. Hierarchies invert. Durk surpassed Reese commercially. Durk surpassed Reese culturally. The block views inversion as illegitimate. Contact, chokeout headlock, grab an attempt to restore the original order. Force 2. The economics of loyalty. Loyalty is transactional. Resources for protection, resources for access. When Durk grew wealthy, the equation shifted. The block needed Durk more than Durk needed the block. The block believed Durk's success was a collective asset, expected returns. When those returns didn't arrive, fallout followed. Not feelings, resources. The investment was Lamron's credibility. The payout never came. Force 3. The market for narrative. Algorithms reward conflict. Rumor becomes currency. Silence devalues. Statements spike. Clips, captions, comments. Micro exchanges that turn private bonds into public bids. Force 4. The institutions of constraint. Parole is structure. Curfews, tests, supervision. Every call, every visit, every photo is audited by policy and by the timeline. Safety is a choice. Virality is a pressure. These forces do not agree. Force 5. The scarcity of redesign. Blocks rarely re-architect after inversion. They double down, or they fracture. Studios' courts feeds replace porches. Brotherhood becomes a contract renewed daily. So the question at August is not just, will he speak? It is, can he rewrite rules built to break brothers? Because if structures stay, stories repeat. And repetition is its own sentence. The tone is smooth and somber. A family photo frame, faces softly obscured. Label it clearly, unconfirmed allegation. A claim surfaces, through a secondary voice, King Yella. Alleging Durk slept with Reese's mother and auntie, names withheld. Unverified, uncorroborated, but powerful as a frame. Blurred screenshots glide past, brandless. A locked diary closes. On the block, sexual betrayal is the highest moral charge, and the most suppressed. It carries shame, invites silence, and relocates conflict from public rank to private rooms. Doorways slow close, hands withdraw from a table. If the allegation became the motive, then contact, a grab, a chokeout, reads as dignity preservation, not spectacle. A coded correction away from cameras. Muted home interior, amber glows for family. In this logic, denial becomes armor. Not just for reputation, for mothers, for household boundaries, for manhood that refuses to put family business online. The denial is the dignity. Heartbeat, one beat, then recedes. Forensic interpretation card. Whether it happened is not the axis. What it represents is a wound deeper than rumor, where brotherhood collides with the feminine vector. Mothers, aunts, lineage. The untouchable zone the block won't name but always defends.